What if a congressman looked America's FBI director dead in the eye and asked, "Is Donald Trump on Jeffrey Epstein's client list?" And the director refused to answer. That's exactly what just happened. And what came next was absolutely explosive.
Today, the FBI searched Jeffrey Epstein's Manhattan residence, correct?
I believe that happened in 2018. I think there was 2 locations, sir.
It's 2019, and in that residence, the FBI found a safe, correct?
I don't have the catalog of evidence in front of me.
In that residence, the FBI found a safe, correct?
I'll accept your representation.
Okay. And in that safe, the FBI found topless and lewd photographs of girls, correct?
Again, sir, I'll accept your representation. I don't know.
Thank you. It was all over the media at the time. There's a New York Times article that says Jeffrey Epstein is indicted on sex charges as discovery of nude photos is disclosed, dated July 8th, 2019. And the Times reports a trove of lewd photographs of girls was discovered in a safe inside financier Jeffrey Epstein's Manhattan mansion. Author Michael Wolff has conducted numerous interviews of Jeffrey Epstein. I'm going to play for you a video clip of what Michael Wolff said Epstein told him was in the safe and what he showed the author was in this safe. So let's please play that clip now.
Elected. And I was sitting talking to Epstein, and he said, "Wait a minute, I got to show you something." And then he went into his safe, and he came out with photographs. They were Polaroids, I think, and he kind of spread them out like playing cards, and it was Trump. I mean, I think there were a dozen of them, and it was Trump with girls of an uncertain age at Epstein's Palm Beach house, where all of the things that he would ultimately be accused of took place. And I remember very vividly 3 of them. There are 2 in which Trump is, the girls, topless girls, are sitting on Trump's lap. And then a 3rd in which he has a stain on the front of his pants, and the girls are kind of pointing at it, sort of bent over, laughing.
So, Director Patel, I'm going to ask you a very broad and general question. As you know, Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were friends. There are, of course, photos showing Donald Trump together with Epstein, correct?
I don't have the entirety of the photographs, but I think they've been photographed in public together.
All right. Are there any photos showing Donald Trump with girls of an uncertain age?
No.
How do you know that?
Because that information would have been brought to light by multiple administrations and FBI investigators over the course of the last 20 years.
Well, you know what? That's just not true, because no one knew about the creepy birthday message that Donald Trump wrote to Jeffrey Epstein until the Wall Street Journal disclosed it, and then all of a sudden, the Epstein estate provides it to Congress.
Well,
so certainly, you weren't there at the search. You don't know what Epstein may or may not have done with those photographs even prior to the search. Maybe someone has it. Maybe the Epstein estate has it.
You raise a great point.
So I'm going to ask you, have you asked to talk to Michael Wolff?
You raise a great point. I haven't personally asked to talk to Michael Wolff.
Has the FBI asked?
But the FBI, I'll get back to you if the FBI specifically
so Michael Wolff has
ever.
About 100 hours of testimony of Jeffrey Epstein. Wouldn't it be good for the FBI to interview Michael Wolff?
I'm not saying they haven't. I just don't know.
Has FBI subpoenaed the tapes that Michael Wolff has conducted of Jeffrey Epstein?
I don't know.
All right. So if you could provide us an answer, that would be terrific.
Sure.
Well, let me ask you this question then. Have you looked at all the photos in Epstein files?
I have looked at all the information that the investigators who investigated this case have provided to run out credible leads.
And in the Epstein file, was there that creepy birthday message that Donald Trump had written to Epstein?
No, that's what I was trying to tell you. You raise a great point. The estate of Jeffrey Epstein has a voluminous amount of information that they have not released before.
Congressman Ted Lieu didn't come to play games. He started methodically, like a prosecutor building a case. The FBI searched Epstein's Manhattan mansion in 2019. They found a safe. Inside that safe, topless and lewd photographs of girls. The New York Times reported it. Everyone knew about it. But then Lieu dropped a bombshell that changed everything. He played a video clip of author Michael Wolff, who conducted extensive interviews with Epstein. Wolff described a chilling moment when Epstein took him to his safe and pulled out Polaroids, spreading them like playing cards. The photos allegedly showed Trump with girls of uncertain age at Epstein's Palm Beach house, the very location where Epstein's crimes occurred. Wolf described topless girls sitting on Trump's lap, and another photo showing a stain on Trump's pants, with girls pointing and laughing. The room went silent. Lieu then asked FBI Director Kash Patel the question, "Are there any photos showing Donald Trump with girls of an uncertain age?" Patel's answer? No. But when pressed on how he could possibly know that, his reasoning fell apart. He claimed that information would have surfaced over 20 years across multiple administrations. Lieu wasn't buying it. He reminded Patel that nobody knew about the creepy birthday message Trump wrote to Epstein until the Wall Street Journal exposed it, and suddenly the Epstein estate provided it to Congress. Patel wasn't even at the search. He couldn't possibly know what Epstein did with those photos or what the estate still possesses. Then came the critical questions. Has the FBI interviewed Michael Wolff about what he saw? Has the FBI subpoenaed the 100 hours of recorded interviews Wolff conducted with Epstein? Patel's response each time, I don't know. For the director of the FBI to not know whether his agency pursued these obvious leads was staggering. Lieu pressed harder. Did Patel look at all the photos in the Epstein files? Patel claimed he reviewed what investigators provided, but admitted that creepy birthday message wasn't in the FBI's files. Why? Because the Epstein estate controls volumes of information they haven't released. When Lieu suggested the FBI subpoena that information, Patel claimed the estate wasn't obligated to comply. Lieu shot back, "That's just false. You're the freaking FBI. You can subpoena the information from the estate, and you better do that." Finally, the knockout punch. Lieu asked if Prince Andrew was on Epstein's client list. Patel dodged, saying related material had been made public. Then the big one. Is Donald Trump on Epstein's client list? Again, Patel refused to answer directly, only saying an index was released, and it speaks for itself. The implication was deafening. The FBI director wouldn't say no. This wasn't just political theater. This was oversight exposing the gap between promises of transparency and actual transparency. If the FBI lacks access to estate materials, subpoena them. If courts block releases, show the public those court orders. Saying we released what we can without proving why means nothing. The American people deserve an inventory of what was seized, confirmation of whether the estate was subpoenaed, and evidence that every lead was pursued. Survivors deserve justice without re-victimization. But right now, we're getting evasions instead of answers. What do you think? Should the FBI be forced to release everything they have? Why won't Patel answer simple yes or no questions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with everyone who needs to see what's really happening behind closed doors.